No matter how carefully you take your medicine or watch what you eat, do you ever feel like your blood pressure continues going up? Or maybe you wake up feeling good, but by the afternoon you feel like someone has stolen your vitality. Your legs drag, your body feels heavy, and you can't help but question, is this really just getting older, or is something else wrong? There are also those silent battles, like digestion that makes you feel bloated and restless, or memory lapses that make you feel like you're getting older. These aren't simply annoying. They may make you doubt yourself and make everyday life seem harder than it needs to be. And here's the advice that almost every senior hears at some point. Eat more beets. They're good for your heart and blood flow. It seems easy, doesn't it? But here's the frightening truth. If you eat beets the incorrect way, you could be putting your heart, your vitality, and even your freedom at risk without ever knowing it. In fact, most seniors are making at least one of these blunders without even knowing it. That's why today's video is so crucial. I'm going to tell you about 8 blunders that every senior should avoid when it comes to beets. You will not only be protected, but you will also uncover the full power of this superfood to protect your heart, give you more energy, and make you feel younger for longer. But first, let me say hello. If this is your first time here, be sure to subscribe. Think of it like having a trusted health partner in your life who provides you natural cures, medical advice, and lifestyle ideas only for seniors. We'll show you how to enhance your energy, improve your digestion, protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and sharpen your memory. Life doesn't have to slow down after 60. If you sign up, you'll never miss advice that could improve how you feel. And the best thing is, it's free of charge. Now let's talk about the 8 blunders that seniors should avoid. Part 1. The beet craze. Why older people love them. Beets have gone from being a simple root vegetable to one of the most talked about superfoods in the world. You may find beet powders, beet capsules, beet juice shots, and even beet chips in health stores. They all claim to be miracle boosters for energy and circulation. Doctors suggest them, nutritionists include them in diet programs, and even world-class athletes drink beet juice before competitions to boost their stamina. Beets are very popular with elders, and for good reason. A lot of you have heard from your doctors or health publications that beets help lower blood pressure, keep arteries flexible, and promote circulation. Anyone over 60 will love to hear that. Because heart health is one of the most important things to think about as you get older. Think about how great it would be to be able to help your heart with something that grows directly in the ground instead of taking another prescription. Just that makes me feel powerful. But most seniors don't know this. Beets can be good or bad for you depending on how you consume them. And there's more. Beets have a lot of nitrates in them, which make blood vessels bigger and help oxygen get to your brain and muscles. For older people, more energy doesn't just mean more energy. It could mean being able to climb a flight of stairs without feeling out of breath. It could entail being able to walk through the park without stopping to rest every few minutes. It could even mean that you have energy left over at the end of the day instead of falling into a chair as soon as dinner is over. Doesn't it sound amazing? But here's something that almost no one talks about. Beets don't guarantee good health. How you consume them really does matter. And beets are good for more than just giving you energy. They have a lot of antioxidants that help combat inflammation, folate that helps the brain work, iron that keeps you from getting anemia, and fiber that keeps your stomach running smoothly. These aren't just facts about nutrition. They're also why people all around the world have utilized beets for hundreds of years. In Russia, borscht, a type of beet soup, is not just comfort food, but it is also part of traditional medicine. Ayurvedic medicine in India uses beets to purify the blood and make the liver stronger. This root vegetable is known over the world as both food and medicinal. It all sounds like food that works miracles, doesn't it? But here's the alarming truth. This same root vegetable can hurt you if you're not careful. Don't worry, I'll show you how to keep safe in a minute. For some older people, it could signify kidney stones. For others, blood pressure that is too low can be harmful, and sometimes side effects that you would never expect from something so easy. Stay with me because I'm going to tell you about the 8 harmful things seniors should never do with beets. And just as essential, I'll show you how to eat them safely so that this superfood becomes your friend instead of your enemy. Mistake number 1. Drinking a lot of beet juice all at once. What if I told you that one more glass of beet juice could make you so dizzy that you might pass out? More often than you might imagine, it happens. This is because beet juice is so strong. A little glass has a lot of natural nitrates that help decrease blood pressure. That seems excellent until you remember that if you take blood pressure medicine, too much beet juice might make your readings drop to a very low level. The outcome? You can feel dizzy, weak, or even faint. Let me show you an example from real life. A man in Canada thought that consuming 2 big glasses of beet juice every morning would boost his health. He got terrible headaches and almost passed out while walking within a week. His doctor checked his blood pressure and found it to be dangerously low. The issues went away when he cut back to half a cup, and he still got the advantages. The best way to stay safe is to start small. Start with 1/4 to half a cup of beet juice and see how your body reacts. You may always add more gently, but you should never think that more is better. When it comes to beets, balance is key. Just a quick question. Have you ever had beet juice? Do you enjoy it simply, or do you add apples or carrots to it? I'd love to hear how you like to do it in the comments. Mistake number 2. Not paying attention to kidney stones. Kidney stones are something that most seniors don't think about when they eat beets. But they can cause acute back agony that sends you to the ER. Beets naturally have a lot of oxalates, which can form crystals in the kidneys. Eating too many beets can make kidney stones worse for elderly who are already prone to them. You might feel normal for weeks or even months, but those crystals are slowly growing in the background. And when a stone eventually moves, it can hurt so much that you can't stand it. Picture this. You wake up at 2 a.m. with a terrible pain in your back and rush to the hospital, only to find out that your healthy beet habit was partly to blame. Don't worry, this doesn't imply you can't eat beets. If you've experienced kidney stones before, the most important thing is to not overdo it. You should only eat beets once in a while and drink a lot of water when you do. Another sensible thing to do? Combine beets with meals high in calcium, like yogurt or cheese. The calcium sticks to the oxalates and makes them less likely to be absorbed, which lowers your risk. Have you or someone you know ever had trouble with kidney stones? You probably don't think it's that common. If you've been through this, please let me know in the comments. Mistake number 3. Eating beets without checking your blood sugar. People with diabetes are often advised that beets are safe for them, and that's partly true. But here's the secret danger. Beet juice, especially when squeezed without fiber, can make your blood sugar go up in a way that surprises you. Imagine this. A woman in Florida wanted to enhance her circulation, so every morning she drank a big glass of beet juice. She liked how it tasted and how it made her feel. But after 2 weeks, her blood sugar levels had gone up. Who did it? Without the fiber, the juice's natural sugars got into her system all at once, like a sugar rush in disguise. If you have diabetes or are at risk of getting it, you can safely eat beets with the fiber still in them. Beets that have been roasted, shredded raw with lemon, or even minimally cooked are far better for blood sugar than juice alone. And if you really like beet juice, only drink a little bit of it, just a few sips, and eat items high in fiber, like oats, leafy greens, or beans, to slow down the sugar release. And do you check your blood sugar every day? If you do, try checking after you eat beets. You might be shocked by how your body reacts. Number 4. Forgetting the greens. Throwing away the beet greens is a mistake that practically everyone commits. A lot of people toss away the leaves and simply eat the root, yet those greens are great for older people. Beet greens are full of calcium, iron, and vitamins A, C, and K. That means stronger bones, a stronger immune system, and more red blood cells for older people. Those green tops might be just as valuable as the beetroot itself, in fact. In Greece and other Mediterranean countries, households consume more beet greens than the root. They lightly steam them, drizzle them with olive oil and lemon, and offer them every day as a side dish. In those civilizations, older people are much less likely to break bones or get anemia because they don't waste what nature gives them. Don't throw away the leaves when you buy fresh beets again. Instead, you may add them to soups and stews or sauté them with garlic and olive oil. They cook quickly, taste great, and can give your bones and blood just what they need. Quick question. When you buy beets, do you normally preserve the greens or throw them away? Please tell me in the comments how many of you already utilize them. Mistake number 5. Eating beets at the wrong time. Beets are strong, but did you know that when you consume them can make a big difference? A lot of older people eat or drink beets too late in the day and then wonder why they can't sleep. This is because beets improve blood flow and help the kidneys work better. If you drink beet juice at dinner or munch on roasted beets before bed, you might have trouble sleeping or wake up more often to go to the bathroom. And disrupted sleep is the worst thing for your vitality. Athletes really do drink beet juice before workouts because it helps them last longer and get more oxygen. That similar energizing impact is fantastic during the day, but at night it might work against you. What is the answer? Change your beet habit to an earlier time. Eat them at breakfast or lunch, and let your body use the nutrients while you're awake and moving around. You'll get the energy boost you need when you need it most, and you'll be able to sleep better at night. Do you normally eat beets in the morning, midday, or evening? Change it up and see if it helps you sleep better. Mistake number 6. Not paying attention to how medications interact with one another. A lot of seniors forget about this important thing. Beets are strong, but when you mix them with some medicines, their effects can get stronger in ways you don't expect. If you're on medicine for high blood pressure, for instance, beets can lower your BP even more than your doctor meant. It can make you dizzy, weak, or even put you in danger of falling. And if you take blood thinners, beet greens, which are high in vitamin K, can change how your blood clots. Doctors often emphasize that it's not about not eating greens at all, but about eating them at the same time every day. Eating a lot of beet greens all at once could mess up the balance of your medications. A senior in the UK said she felt well until she started eating a big plate of beet greens with her dinner every night. Her INR values were out of whack after a few weeks, so her doctor had to change the dose of warfarin she was taking. She didn't know that beet greens are strong in vitamin K, which is why. The safe answer? If you take medicine every day, you should always talk to your doctor before making substantial changes to your diet. It's not about not eating beets. It's about eating them in a safe, steady fashion that won't get in the way of your therapy. A quick question. Do you take blood thinning or blood pressure drugs every day? If so, have you ever talked to your doctor about foods like beets? It could be a good idea to talk about it. Mistake number 7. Getting scared about beeturia. Have you ever eaten beets and then seen that your urine or even your poop became pink or red? For a lot of older people, it's a scary sight. The first thing that comes to mind is, oh no, am I bleeding? And then terror sets in. But the truth is that this illness, known as beeturia, is usually not dangerous at all. This happens because the betalains, which are the red pigments in beets, go through your body. It's just a bright reminder of what you ate for a lot of folks. Beeturia can still be a hint. If it happens a lot, it could mean that your stomach acid is low or that you don't have enough iron. In other words, it normally isn't hazardous, but it could be your body's way of saying, pay attention to your digestion and nutrient levels. If you see pink or red after eating beets, don't worry. Instead, write it down and tell your doctor about it at your next appointment if it happens a lot. Sometimes your body sends you subtle warnings before major problems happen. What about you? Have you ever had beeturia after eating beets? Were you scared at first? Please leave a remark about your experience. I promise you're not alone. Mistake number 8. Not remembering moderation. This is probably the most important mistake of all, forgetting to be moderate. Beets are strong, but too much of a good thing can slowly turn bad. Beets are like nature's medicine. One dose can help, but too much can hurt. If you eat too many, you could have too many oxalates in your body, which could make you more likely to get kidney stones. If you drink too much beet juice, your blood pressure could drop too low. If you eat too many of them every day, the natural sugars can throw off your blood sugar balance. The good news is you don't have to stay away from beets. You just have to know how strong they are. Most seniors can get all the heart, energy, and brain advantages they need from 2 to 3 modest meals a week without putting themselves at danger. Mix them with other vegetables, lean proteins, and nutritious grains to make a balanced meal. The good news is that beets can really help you if you eat them the right way. They can make your meals taste better, improve your health, and give you more energy to enjoy life after 60. Balance is the key that turns this root from a danger into a wonderful gift. Do you eat beets every day or just now and then? I'd want to see what balance looks like for you, so please tell me how often you enjoy them. This 4th mistake may seem small, but it's the most important one, neglecting to be moderate. There's no doubt that beets are strong, but too much of anything, even something as natural as beets, can go wrong without you knowing it. If you eat too many of them, their oxalates could make you more likely to have kidney stones. If you drink too much beet juice, your blood pressure could drop so low that you feel weak or disoriented. If you eat too much, the natural sugars could raise your blood sugar more than you'd like. Beets are like a prescription from nature. A single dose can help, but too much can hurt. It's not about staying away from beets. It's about learning how to balance them. Most seniors can get the advantages of beets without the hazards by eating them 2 or 3 times a week in moderate amounts. When consumed in moderation, beets can be one of your best friends. They can help keep your heart healthy, make your mind sharper, offer you more energy, and help you live life to the fullest after age 60. Balance is what makes beets go from being a possible burden to a wonderful blessing. Now, let's quickly go over the 8 faults you should not make. 1. Too much beet juice at once. 2. Not paying attention to the hazards of kidney stones. 3. Eating beets without checking blood sugar levels. 4. Getting rid of the greens. 5. Eating beets at the wrong moment. 6. Not paying attention to how medications interact. Worrying about beeturia. 8. Not remembering moderation. If you stay away from these things, beets will help you, not hurt you. I want to hear from you now. Which of these blunders shocked you the most? Do you suppose you've done one of these before? Please leave a remark with your opinions. I always appreciate reading your stories. Please like, share, and subscribe if you found this video useful. By signing up, you'll keep getting weekly recommendations developed particularly for seniors that can help you live longer, healthier, and more independently after age 60. Keep in mind that being healthy after 60 doesn't mean doing everything perfectly. It means making sensible, steady choices that keep you strong. Thanks for viewing, and I'll see you in the future video.